Hello all. Hello again and welcome to the Music Composition 100. In this video we're going to be talking about some different types of harmony, including Triadic Harmony and Analogous Harmony. Okay, so Triadic Harmony is what you see here. And it can also be something different. It's basically where the triadic harmony is basically harmony by chords, harmony by 3-note groupings. And some of those groupings could be close together, or they could be far apart, like this. Okay, so you have two types of chord progressions. You have the triadic harmony, which is either close or far away from the starting key. And you also have analogous harmony that shares one note very, very close-knit. Analogous harmony, close-knit. Versus triadic harmony, where one of the notes is always moving. All of the notes are always moving up or down. There's no common notes between any of the two chord combinations. There's no common thread. There's no common notes. In the analogous one, there's always one or two common notes in a chord between two chords. So we have this picture, we have this color wheel. And the color wheel is like that on a sketching pad. You have this, you have these colors. And let's just say you have a color wheel like this one here. And you have a red tonality, which I would think would be C. And then you mix it with green. Let's see what happens when you mix the two. And then you blur it. You blur the two. If you were to blur the two, let's say this is C. The red is C. So C. And the green one is E. So you've got C over here, E over here. You mesh them together and you get this kind of really weird, funky color marker. So if I keep coloring it in and then I add some green in with it, see how the colors mix? And then you add G. You have some purple, we have some blue, we have all of these colors mixing together. And if you go from one color to the next color, and you combine them together in a chord, you create what's called analogous harmony. Let's say this one is C, E, and G. So right there's your C, E, G. But let's say on this chord we have, let's say we have C. So we're going to take our marker and go C. It's kind of hard to write with just the trackpad. But if you have C here, and if you go F, which in that case in my synesthetic mind would be yellow or gold. Let's do that. Golden yellow, or acid yellow is what this color is. You have that. You mix that. And then you have A, which in my mind would be purple, let's say. Is there any purple? Lavender is probably the best one there is for this one, so let's just use that. So I know it looks like a kindergarten scratch color thing, but this is what it's going to be. So we go from C, E, G to C, F, and A. A is the lavender, F is the yellow, and C is the red. So you go from C, E, G to C, F, A. What is the common tone between those chords, or FAC if it's in root position? What's the common tone between those chords? C. So you have an analogous harmony between those two chords, and it's the C. And this is what you get when you have these cadence patterns, like you have C, E, G, C, F, A, C, E, G. And then now G has the common tone between this chord and this chord. You just switch the E and the C to a D and a B, and you have this. So you have all these analogous sort of close-knit harmonies, and that's what analogous color and analogous harmonic color means, is you have one or two tones that are common between two chords. In a plain triadic harmony, you would have this moving up to a different triad that's totally, there's no common notes. C, E, G to D, F, A, there's no common notes between those two triads. So if I were to demonstrate this in a color perspective, I would take C, E, G, and let's maybe make a airbrush. Let's make C, E, G kind of like that. And then you'd have your green for E. Then you'd have your G, which is blue. Let's just say, for instance, you'd have that kind of color going on, and it'd be that kind of color mixed together. There's another course I'm going to be doing on synesthesia and music, which will go into this whole color thing more intently. And then let's say you have another chord that is D. So for D, I'm going to go orange. And I'm going to go, F is yellow. And then A is purple or violet. So between those two colors, there's not that much, between those two color combinations, there's not that much the same or nothing the same. There's nothing similar about those color combinations at all. There are three different colors each chord matched together from going from one chord to the next. That is a truly triadic harmony. So I hope you were able to get the difference between the analogous and triadic. Analogous harmonies are having one or two notes similar from chord to chord, And a completely triadic harmony is going from one triad to a completely different triad where no one or two notes are the same. I hope this explains it clearly enough for you, and join me in the next video where we talk about putting melody and harmony together and phrasing and contour. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me in the Q&A or in the comments if this is on YouTube. And I will talk at you later.